Welcome hockey viewers to Lloyd Elsmore Stadium, Auckland Hockey, the home of Auckland Hockey. We're here today for the Auckland Blue versus Hawke's Bay Bronze final of their National Under-18 tournament in Auckland. With me is Helen Clark, former triple Olympian black stick captain, MNZM for services to hockey, member of the New Zealand Order of Merit, 166 international caps, a centurion for Auckland, a proud Somerville Hockey Club president, currently coach of the Eggs First 11, and a phys ed teacher at Ficino School in Auckland. Welcome. Helen, how are you?
I'm good, thank you, Manoj. It's great to be here. Lovely day for a hockey game. For those of you that aren't sure who Manoj Darji is, my co-talker today, he is the CEO of Auckland Hockey. He has a QSM for services to hockey and education. He is the former assistant coach of the New Zealand men when Shane McLeod was the coach. A former assistant coach of the Spanish men under Maritz Hendricks. Took a couple of Champions Trophies teams. Former NHL player and coach for Auckland, North Harbour and Wellington. And a former teacher, deputy principal and the CEO of College Sport. Here we go.
You make me feel tired, Helen.
Yeah.
It was a lovely day. We've had some really good weather all week. Auckland Blue has had a really good week, Helen.
Yeah, it's great to see them in a final. Their final.
Young Chris Arthur and Rochi have done a fantastic job as coaches with this group, and the group gave us a fantastic semi-final yesterday. Lots of drama, beginning to end, comebacks, adversity, shootout. It was a really good game. 3-3 after full time, and a shootout loss with Canterbury progressing to the final today, and Auckland here against Hawke's Bay, who have had another good week, and they lost in the shootout yesterday to North Harbour.
Those shootouts, eh? Critical
shootouts. Something that you would have practiced a lot, I imagine.
No, I was back in the stroke days, so I used to do loads of stroke practice, but shootouts is a new invention. I've done a few since coming back to play a bit, but yeah, no. It's hard.
I look forward to today, Helen, and obviously in between some commentating we'll be able to touch on a few things hockey, current state of the game, etc. So yeah, we're looking forward to that.
This should be great. Can't wait.
Two teams looking to walk out now. Auckland Blues captain Maddie Lee, she's off to Boston College very soon to play in the NCAA women's field hockey system, so that's exciting for her. And behind her vice captain today is Kate Irwin. Kate's got an amazing sporting record because the first person since Bill Fenton and her sister Emma to be an Auckland cricket representative and Auckland hockey representative, so that's pretty cool.
Yeah, she does an amazing amount of sport. That family is a very, very massive sporting family, and they work pretty hard at it, and they're all very successful.
Number 18, Emily Brutt. Coaches are Dominique Cresswell and Graham Findley. Team manager is Rachel Hayes. Lining up for Auckland Blue. Number 2, Poppy Webb. Number 3, Emerson Garrett. Number 4, Brooke Chandler. Number 5, Kate Lillebrand. Number 6, Beth Stringer.
So a number of our young players are moving now, Helen, getting these opportunities in America. What do you think of those opportunities?
Yeah, I think it's great. I know we've got a few from our club that are over there currently, and they come back and play in the club competition, which is still great to see, and then they're back over there to finish off their university studies and play in the university system over there. And I think the standard over there is improving, and they're coming back having improved their actual standard of game, which is great.
Absolutely. I think Rose Tynan's probably the classic example.
Yep.
Went to a pretty fantastic university at Duke.
Yes.
She did tell me when she worked for us for a bit that she flew around in a jet, so to match us, pretty difficult to do. But look, she's improved her hockey and came back and achieved her goal of being a black stick, and is now a key member of that team.
Yep. And it's good to see. It's another pathway for the girls and the boys, but especially in the girls' side of it, to get international exposure and opportunities.
young Lauren Story, number 11 for Auckland. She's on her way to Wake Forest University in early January. So she's off on a scholarship as well. Lauren hits off. It's gone straight to Charlotte Goldsmith. And we're away in this bronze medal match.
I think the key is to get a good start, isn't it?
Yeah, from a similar play yesterday, Auckland scored in that same corner 15 seconds in. So it was pretty amazing, yeah.
Yeah, it's nice to get a few touches on the ball and get those nerves out of the way.
Both teams are definitely going to be tired after a long game and day yesterday and going to shootout, mentally taxing. So this is will be an interesting contest.
You know, it's always hard. You know, they've come off a loss, both of them. You know, unfortunately, to get to this game, you've both lost your semi-final. So it's about lifting, and digging deep, and figuring out, you know, ways to win. Because it's always nice to come off this game with a win.
A win in the middle.
That's right. Yeah. Be a long bus ride home down to the bay with nothing. So I'm sure they'll go for it.
Both teams are really lucky with their coaching staff. Graham Finley helping Hawke's Bay, both children in the Black Sticks at the moment. And Graham's been around for a while. I remember seeing him in the Hatch Cup days when I was coaching at that level, Helen. So he's done a really good job down there. Of course, Joe Hanks is down in the Hawke's Bay as well. He's been helping there for the last couple of years. So, you know, well coached. And our team up here, both Chris and Rochi have great experiences. Chris, double Olympian, former Black Stick captain like yourself, a really successful school coach at St Margaret's at a time in Canterbury. So really good to see her contributing. And then Rochi has the great distinction of being able to have played with the world's best hockey player, Luciana Amer, and I know she's really loved by the girls and is a really good hockey thinker. I know Shane really enjoyed working with us both when he was here for 20 months.
I think we're still really blessed with the quality of coach that we've got around New Zealand, and I think it's great that it's really lovely actually to see two female coaches coaching our women's team. It's great. Nothing against Graham, obviously, but it is nice that the girls have got a female coach. It's good to see.
Quite a bit of early turnover.
Yeah, still settling in by the looks of them. Just getting those early touches on, trying to work out their structure, and a few missed passes at this stage. Well, there we go.
There's a goal.
There's a goal.
Lauren Story just out of nothing really, a little overhead into the circle from Kate Irwin.
A couple of
and
little
it was quite a scrappy little goal, but we'll take that.
We will. Mistraps in the circle, and she just she got a stick on it and put it towards the goal, and no one was quite expecting it.
Yeah, I think everyone might have been waiting for some sort of decision.
Yeah. Maybe hoping.
Good interception now.
Maybe just what Hawke's Bay needs.
That's Greer Finley on the ball. It was a good interception. Good little outlet through another overhead. Good interception by Hawke's Bay.
Interesting to seeing the overhead being used so much early in the women's game. Used to seeing it in the men's game. Don't always see it in the women's, but it's another skill that these young girls are showing that they're improving in their game.
I'm going to take your hats off to Hawke's Bay. They finalists last year as well. So they've had a couple of really good years.
Great to see after especially the hard year that they've had.
Yeah, it's been tough, right?
They're still fighting out there and able to get to these tournaments. It's great.
There's Lauren again, Tori Elves Flood on the ball. Shares a shot. Oh, another goal. Goalkeeper a bit unlucky there. Brooke Carey. A little bit of a sort of accidental touch, I think.
Yeah, she had it all lined up, and then the Auckland player ducked in front and got that little touch and changed the line for her. Completely through her.
So early on in the bronze final, Auckland Blue 2 up with 9 minutes 45 left on the clock in the first quarter.
Still plenty of time in the game. Lots of time for Hawke's Bay to just settle down and start putting some passes together and getting a bit of rhythm in the game.
Isn't that the beauty of the game on these days, that within 10 seconds it can change? Yeah. So yesterday the equaliser by Auckland Blue in the semi-final against Canterbury with 1 minute 20 left on the clock.
Yeah, it's very difficult these days to wind that clock down. It used to, you used to be able to go and find a corner and count down
Not
those
anymore.
minutes, but
yeah.
No.
What do you think of the new turf, Helen?
It's looking fantastic. It's a little bit disconcerting when you're in the dugout and without having the different coloured strip around the outside edge.
Yeah.
And you look over to if you're in the dugout looking to the far side and you can't quite see where that line is, and there's no distinguishing colour change. But once you get your head around to that, it seems to be playing really nicely now.
Yeah, look, we're super fortunate here in Auckland to have the Polytana Olympic turf. There's only 2 in the world, one at Hamburg Polo Hockey Club and one here. This will be the turf that's used in Paris. It's a carbon zero hockey turf, bamboo, 80% made of bamboo. Takes less water and is probably, the next version of this particular surface will be the dry surface that will be required for international play from 2026.
So does this hold the water better? You're saying it's
Yeah, it retains a little bit better, so we don't need as much watering. Our water bill for this turf has dropped by probably 2/3 in the short time we've had it. Yeah. Good interception.
So with the new technology coming after this, do you know how they, without having to have water, how do they make the balls
still
travel as
smoothly? It's all to do with the resins and those things. Without being a scientist, but lots of tests have gone on, and I think now there's super pressure on the turf manufacturers to get this done. FIH is, initially the date was 2024, but now it's out to 2026. But it makes sense all around the world. Water's a scarce resource, so we need to find solutions that are sustainable.
It'll make it much better in the summer too. It's really hard with these water surfaces to get enough water on them during the summertime. It makes hockey quite tricky, whereas if it will become an all-weather season surface, which means it opens up summertime a little bit more for us down here. Just not finding their connections.
No, look, with the coach's head on, I sort of feel for the coaches that both teams haven't been able to string 3 passes together, so there's not much you can do, if you can't string.
Yeah, you need to be getting 3 to 5 passes together
Yeah.
As a minimum, and then things start to happen.
Yeah, absolutely, and that was the beauty of those field goals yesterday by the blue team when they played Canterbury. Was the 3 field goals they scored had those sort of connections of 3-4 passes.
Here we go, first penalty corner. Got all their protective kit on, ready to go.
So here we go. Kate Illebrun to pull out. Stopped by Kate.
Get the ball going at the goal.
I thought you... Jeez. It's funny, eh?
Felt like that was in slow motion, that whole corner.
No, I think she was fixated with the variation. Didn't realise she could have shot.
Yeah. Here we go.
So Kate Illebrun to Emerson Garrett, and Kate Ewan looking to strike.
Too high.
Too high. That's a good receive.
Oh,
by Yvette Sketcherd.
I'd like to see both teams sort of open up the field a little bit more. It seemed to be a little bit congested in one sort of area at the minute. Just trying to play through there.
It was a good chip, but a good trap.
Good thing Brooke's so tall.
Yeah, really good trap by Brooke Chandler.
Oh, first card coming out. No, yep, not retreating.
Number 15, Sabine Benson. 2 minutes in the naughty chair.
Yeah, sitting down thinking about it.
Here's Maddie Lee and Tori Elves Flood. Yeah, look, this with a scoreline of 2-0 early in the game, it's a real opportunity for Auckland if they put their foot down here, Helen, to get ahead and really enjoy the last game, you know.
Yeah, I'd really like to see them stamp their authority on it. I think now's the time to. They're not chasing now. They've got the time to open it up, try and open it up on this side, create a bit of space and depth. Use the whole field and just control the ball and say, well, you're chasing, come chase it. Rather than going back through congestion, let's open up the other side of the field.
Felicity Bannatyne on the ball.
Just need to get a bit stronger.
Yeah, it's a lot of ping pong happening at the moment. Brooke Chandler now finds, she's found a good pass to Lauren Story. She's found Maddie Lee. Maddie's found Lauren again. It's a good little fighter, Lauren.
Yeah, she gets stuck in and doesn't give up. It's on the ball, which is nice.
We took Lauren as a young player to Australia last year, playing against some under-21s, and she was a standout for us. Really good. Amy Thackeray now from the Hawke Club. Out to Tori, a teammate at Hawke. Tori's got some speed.
Here we go.
And good little save.
Nice
Brooke
clear.
Geary.
Yeah, nice clear right out to the side. That'll give her a bit more confidence.
Yeah, it's a bit unlucky with that second goal, I felt.
Yeah, it's one of those games where you sort of look at the scoreboard and you feel like you haven't touched the ball and you're still 2-0 down. So that will give her a bit of confidence having that nice kick.
Brooke Chandler again.
Yeah, all these girls will be playing, I assume, for their schools, as well as a lot of them
Federation
will be
Cup,
club.
end of the, probably 8 weeks' time.
Yep, so good chance for them to get a bit of tournament gameplay in. Always hard to combine when you've been playing for your school team, when you come away to a tournament with a different group.
I actually think it's an advantage for the smaller provinces where, you know, your rep team can sometimes just be 2 schools. The combinations are better. The build-up is not just a year, it can be 2 or 3 years. So, an advantage in a sense.
That's a lovely
It's a good little turn by Maddie Lee.
Definitely in a sport like hockey, I think, where the connections make such a big difference. That having those, the longer you play with a group, the more you know them, how they like to receive the ball, where they like it, how fast they like it. This makes a huge difference.
Another Somerville man standing there, the technical director.
Yeah, John
today.
Etherington.
John Etherington, good to see him. Big contributor to your club.
He is. He has been for a number of years. Does all those tricky things, communicating with umpires for us, liaison and things like that.
That was Emma Johnson there, a good piece of skill. It's Greer Finley. Good little cross in. Yeah. And a penalty corner earned. Well done, Hawke's Bay.
Yeah, a bit of stick contact there by the defender and gives away a corner. Hawke's Bay have all come up. Yep, all up around the top of the circle. Quarter time.
Quarter time. That's quarter time. Yeah, the pullouts generally all week have been really, if I'm fair, been quite slow out. So it doesn't give, you know, too many options for you at the top.
No, I still think I always like my teams to try and get that first shot in as quick as possible.
Sorry, Helen, just getting used to this.
Yes, are we
I
on? Are we off?
I know you've been watching it on ESPN.
Yeah.
That's not the NBA.
No. Yeah, no, I still think in corners there's a place to actually get that first shot, especially your first couple of corners going, to see what the defence is running and where the holes are, and then strategically you can work out where there may be a gap.
Yeah.
I don't know, there's a lot of variations going on at this stage, but I just want the ball going at the goal.
It'd be nice to get it going at the goals. It's a psychological thing, you know. The keeper's expecting something to happen. I've never been one, but you have. But I'm sure you feel like you're off the hook when they play a variation.
Yeah. Too many things can go wrong, you know.
Yeah.
And you've got to make a save, put the keeper under pressure, and you just never know what's going to happen.
Just a little plug to some of our supporters here. You can see their banners around, but Vantage, Hockey New Zealand, Ford, Hockey New Zealand, HIK Vision, Enrico for Auckland Hockey, NZCT, Just Hockey, Chester's, Mr. Grant Chester, and all the support he gives Auckland Hockey, and Polygrass, good hockey man from Canterbury, Richard Tedeshaw, in Switzerland, and our new association with them.
All right, here we go. Quarter number 2.
Quarter number 2. Auckland Blue 2 ahead of Hawke's Bay at the start of the quarter. Charlotte Goldsmith said a great little tournament. Top goal scorer at the moment. Equal, I think, with Holly Gilray of the Canterbury B team.
Yeah, Auckland a little bit guilty there of thinking what she was going to do. The player there just guilty of not getting the trap first and then thinking. But they managed to win it back.
Lots of turnover. Emerson.
It's better.
Here's Michaela. Lily Moore.
Go to it.
From Mount Albert Kremer. It's a bit of fight there. Emerson's got the ball. No, she's lost it.
There we go.
That's a really good pass to number
18, Emily Brun.
Emily Brun.
It would be an interesting stat to know how many schools are represented in both teams.
Yeah, for sure. There's a couple of 2 or 3 strong hockey schools in the Hawke's Bay.
Yeah.
Is it Iona?
I think so. I'm not sure currently what the top schools are, but it'd be interesting just to see whether they have got, you know, it's mainly coming from 2 or 3 schools. Whereas I know Auckland, I can see about 4 or 5 different schools out being represented.
Maybe 6, yes.
I like this patience Hawke's Bay is showing here. I know they're chasing, but it's plenty of time still to play, and
it's a good ball. Lucy England into number 18. It's a good little tackle by Kate Illebrun. So Kate and Lauren are both from Northland. Yeah, it's Kate's little twin brother. Scott is in our boys team in Dunedin today, again playing for bronze medal against Tauranga. So good luck, boys. Just a little play by Emerson Garrett, quite gritty.
Yeah, showing some real strength on the ball. It's sometimes you get a good tackle, but then you get pushed through, and I think it's nice to see that the strength go again if it does get taken off you.
See the heaviness.
The legs are struggling.
The players,
Yeah, they are struggling to. It's going to turn into a mind game, and it's going to be who can find that last bit of energy.
Here comes Felicity Benetton back into the circle.
Cleared
by
out.
Greer. And then cleared out.
Kate again. She's having a good game. This is where the bench is going to really come into play, and how the subs be rolled, and the depth of that bench as this game goes further.
Yeah, it's the ball lifted into Brooke Chandler and hits her shin. Penalty corner against Auckland.
Hawke's Bay will really want to put this one in.
That's one thing I haven't seen too much this week, Helen, is teams just being able to relieve pressure. Knocking the ball down the other end and then setting up a press to get the ball back. Teams are quite intent to sort of play short around the back to get out. But in doing so, you put yourselves under pressure. Ball goes to the outside of the circle, back in.
It's
another corner.
That's where you think, these girls that have got this ability to throw the ball, if we could free them up on the other side and then throw it down the line and, like say, just relieve pressure, get it out.
I think it's always interesting to see the formation at in this situation here, defensive penalty corner, but where are the Auckland attackers?
Yep.
So it's really cool to see Tori up there nice and high. It means that if we break out, we can go, what we call downtown very quickly. And you can turn a defensive position into an attacking one real quick.
Somebody broke. Is it an attacker breaking in?
No, because it's still 5.
Yeah, attacker broken.
Attacker broken. Okay, so one of them had to go back.
Yep, so the puller has to go back out to the halfway, and they have to choose a new person to pull out.
Know that.
Yep, so if you're breaking from the top, the attacking team, you lose your puller outer or injector, and
back,
have to have someone else.
Straight back from Greer. Good clearance. This is that breakout that I talked about.
Oh, first thing.
But we need to know what the next one is, right? So it's a good breakout, but the strikers need to be in sync to go, okay, my next player's...
And really focus on that first trap.
First trap.
And then you've got time to do
There's Tori into the circle.
Need to get a result.
Yeah, we need to get a result there. Just a bit more ball control. There's an easy penalty corner.
Yeah, just hold on to it. Do your little skill, turn it and put it on the foot. Open it up.
There's Kate Ewan now.
There we go. Better.
Found Maddie Lee.
Keep it out on the sideline. Again, thinking about what's coming next. It's a great throw. Still think we're trying to come in too early. I think for Auckland, I think we need to keep it out in those outer channels a little bit longer, get around those players and then bring it back in towards the 25, towards the circle.
Oh, we've got some really good speed on both sides. The way Tori Elves Flood and Charlotte Goldsmith have been playing. If we can get that ball to them and they can beat people on the outside, we've got some good opportunities.
That's right. Hawke's Bay has shown some real good grit and determination, and they actually have shown a bit more patience, I think, in their build-up. And they're picking up loose ball now. They're winning themselves another corner. This pressure, is relentless at the moment on Auckland. I would like to see those Auckland forwards go nice and high.
Yeah, have we got any?
No, not yet.
They were in the last one, That's
They were.
We need two at least.
Yeah, I'd like to see them staggered. One really high up,
One sort of between 23 and halfway.
Yeah.
And that's sort of ideal then.
Here goes one going high, two going high. Nice.
So now Grier's pulling out now. Bit of a change. Feels like it's been really long 40 seconds in this week. Pull out. So I think they've been given a bit of grace.
I think it's about safety.
It's probably going to be another corner. No?
It is.
Emily Brunn's had a shot. It's gone in.
Unfortunately, the umpire had blown. And Hawke's Bay would like her to be able to just turn that one through and toward the goal, but not quite.
So a shot by Olivia Smith.
They're getting the good shots on him, but the runners for Auckland are getting there and putting a lot of pressure on, and the balls are rebounding up.
That's a great outlet from Maddie Lee to Amy Thackeray.
Release.
That's a real shame. Tori just needed to post up a bit stronger there.
Yeah, I think we could have released it a pace or two earlier.
A bit earlier.
It's a tricky one, getting the control on the ball and then...
Here we go. Kate Irwin on the ball. She's found Caitlin, sorry. Oh, that's going to be a penalty corner for that lift out by Taryn Hayes.
That was a bit better. We opened it up a little bit more. Kate looked for the outside player rather than going straight through in the middle of the circle, and eventually we got a shot away and then got the corner conversion.
So Lauren's pulling out, pulls out short to Kate, and she's scored from the side.
No, they're going to give that one.
She's sort of dipped. It's sort of dipped.
I'd like to see a replay on that.
I might have just gone off. Might have just gone off the player, but it's definitely.
I think they're arguing the height. It's got to be.
You get the opportunity to play third umpire here.
Here we go.
I would say it's a deflection.
Okay, it's gone short. Taken outside, brought in. No, it's high through. I think it's high through, and then it deflects down. Or does it just dip down?
Yeah, they've been given the goal.
No, yes.
3-0. Auckland takes the lead. 4 minutes 13 left on the clock.
Oh, I think it's a hard one. That ruling is still a little bit.
It should be where it's on its way, right? From the hit.
I believe that it's supposed to travel through the circle so that it can hit the backboard, but I'm not sure if it's allowed to be a little bit above as long as it dips and hits the backboard.
So did that dip or did that take a deflection?
Not sure.
There you go, that's why we're not the third umpire.
That's right. We'd need to see another few different angles on the television.
A few 10, more like 10, yeah.
When you look at it on the international stuff, they get a million different views and replays of it.
I would have always thought it was where its trajectory was from the initial hit.
That rule has.
But then there were players that could dip it in mine in your day, right?
That's right. Those rules keep changing, and then it had to travel through at the right height, and then it was allowed to dip, and then it wasn't, and now the men just rip it into the top corners and with a drag flick, and it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Certainly a rule that the penalty corners is an interesting one where it's going to go to next, because it is the one that is constantly changing, the rules around it. people exploiting it. And
So this is the part of the game, Helen, I think you can really, open up and enjoy now if you do all the right things. So it'll be interesting to see, do they fall back into the shell or do they keep pressing and going forward? That's Auckland. And what is Hawke's Bay's response to that?
I'd like to think Auckland will just go for it, put the foot down now, and really have a crack. Hawke's Bay, it would then actually create more opportunities for Hawke's Bay as well, because if Auckland...
Yeah, it's a bit more open, right?
Yep.
That's Poppy Webb on the ball. She's won a free hit. Back to Maddie. That's a good idea. A deflection into the circle. Well done, Lauren.
Yeah. Good to see somebody prepared to put their body on the deck.
That's hit a foot. Yep. Caitlin Wong's foot, so that's against us.
I think Hawke's Bay don't have to panic. I think they just need to...
It's been 2 goals that are a little bit against the run of play.
Yep.
Or maybe not the run of play, the types of goals that went in.
Lovely bit of skill. This is where they really need to hang tight as a team and use everyone and make the ball do the work, keep it moving around.
So Sabine Benson now. That's to Yvette.
There it is. Oh, look at that.
Yeah, she had that earlier one.
Yeah. The girl had done a beautiful lead up the sideline, and
Taryn had done
needed to pop it.
Early lead.
I think
probably carried the ball a fraction too long.
I think it's a wee tendency that we have is we want to give stick to stick. And I think I'd love to see a little bit more space ball given, which means we anticipate, we know where our players are wanting the ball, and we put it into that space knowing that a player's going to run onto it. I think there's massive opportunity for doing that rather than straight stick to stick.
One good thing that's happening here with Auckland, Helen, is what the Europeans call passing down the left foot highway. It's always, you compromise teams when you pass down that side of a player, and I think they've done that reasonably well.
Go half-time.
Half-time. 3-0 in the bronze medal game. Auckland Blue 3, Hawke's Bay 0. I look forward to catching up with you again
After
in the second half.
When something is made well for over 50 years, it's made to last. It's made to protect the things that matter most. It's made with heart and intent. It's made here for here. It's made for life. Thermal Heart Plus windows and doors. something is made well for over 50 years, it's made to last. It's made to protect the things that matter most. It's made with heart and intent. It's made here for here. It's made for life. Thermal Heart Plus windows and doors.
So Helen, we're back. You enjoyed your peanut slab?
Oh, I've left a bit. I was just pacing myself.
I've got a good peanut slab story actually. So Chan Chiba,
Yep.
former Auckland player, played 99 games. His job would go to the Challenge Shield for Auckland, was to take a box of peanut slabs from his father's dairy in Oaraka, and they would be enjoyed by the boys from the Indians Club.
Nice. Oh, only the Indian boys.
Only the Indian boys.
Oh, harsh. Okay, so here we
There
go.
you
Here's the
highlight.
first goal.
First goal. That was a little overhead into the circle when the sort of everyone waiting for the referee.
Yeah.
Second goal, Kate.
No, this is the first one.
That is there. Kate
Yeah.
Irwin flicking
So
in,
there it comes in.
and people were waiting. But that's a good finish.
Yeah.
A little bit of a deflection off Hawke's Bay player.
Here comes the second goal.
Second goal now.
Good strength coming into the circle there. Nice
Crew's
first
done
shot.
well.
And then a touch.
A little touch by. I didn't see that in the first look at that.
Yeah, so it was a good
But
turn
Lauren has touched that in.
Yep.
Yes.
Yep. So the keeper would have been
Yeah.
expecting that first shot, and then
And it's gone.
she just got that extra little touch, and that confused the keeper. And here comes our
And
third.
it's the third one. Short corner, out to the side. Kate.
Hits it in. Here we go. This might show us whether it was a deflection or whether it was the straight shot from Kate.
I think it was off the defender.
It's a bouncy one.
It's quite high.
Did she get a touch or not? It's hard to say.
But
I wonder who they've given it to on the scorecard. Looked like it could have been a straight shot from Kate. It's a wee bouncy one out.
we don't mark own goals in hockey, though, do we? On the score sheet.
No.
We always just
Let's give it to the last person
last
attacker that
person
hit it.
that hit it,
Yeah. So, if you're an Auckland supporter, it's a good scoreline to come back to. 3-0 up. If you're
So
Hawke's
with your
Bay supporter, there's time
coach's
to
head
go.
on, coach's head on, what's your prediction for a full-time score?
I think Auckland's going to come away with this one. I would love to see them get 2 more goals. I'd love it to be a 5-0.
Yeah?
But I actually think Hawke's Bay, having played them a number of times, are very good at second half hockey.
Okay.
And I have a sneaking suspicion they might be the first to score
Okay,
after half time.
don't rush down to the TAB. My prediction is a 5-2.
5-2.
5-2.
So you're thinking Hawke's Bay's going to get close, or you think it's going to be...
I'll let you work that out.
Oh, okay. Hawke's Bay
I'm always a big fan of half-time body language.
Yeah.
And who's out first, who's ready to go,
Yeah.
that stuff's...
I think it sends a good signal,
Sends a
doesn't it?
message,
It sends
yeah.
a signal and a message to the other team. If Hawke's Bay can come out and start really strong and put one in, it definitely changes the whole dynamic of the game.
Sure does.
So I'm sure their coaches have given them a few tips and tried to rack them up and get them ready for it.
Really good crowd in Lloyd Elsmore.
Yeah, it's great to see spectators.
A big shout out to my general manager, James Sutherland, Marissa McLaughlin, his support act. They've done a fantastic job all week with all the things that are needed, and there's probably 200 of them to make a tournament run smoothly. So well done, James, and well done, Marissa.
Yeah, and it's hard. It's a tournament that runs all week, and there's stuff happening all the time, and the weather hasn't been super kind.
I'm going to stop you there. The weather's been fantastic compared to
Yeah, true.
where I ventured on Monday last week, or earlier this week.
Is that down to the snow?
It was down to the cold of Dunedin. Yeah.
Oh.
Man, the boys down there, all teams, they did it hard and they did it courageously. They did well. I think there were some games in the snow even on Sunday.
I hated playing in snow. I only had to do it a couple of times. Once at Milton Keynes in England. Against Germany. So cold.
How did the Germans find it? They like the cold.
They're
don't they?
fine.
They're fine.
They're
Tough.
fine. Yep.
Yeah. Peppertoe.
Yeah, Pepto didn't get a lot of snow.
Different.
Yeah, no, didn't get a lot of snow at Pepto High School. No.
No, not really.
No. It's tropical out there. South Auckland, it was great.
The home of 3 famous hockey players.
That's right.
Mark Haki, Simon Child, Helen Clark,
Although-
and someone else from earlier
Simon
days.
didn't go to Pepto
Yeah,
High.
he did. He might have started. He might have started on his way to Kings.
Yeah. Maybe.
I'm sure he'll text me if he's listening. and
Yeah.
Put me right.
But certainly Mark Kaki and brothers and sister all went through Pepto. I played with his sister, Adele.
And some Auckland teachers, players.
Yes, we were very lucky to have Jill Whitman as our school coach, and she also coached the Auckland secondary. It was called the Auckland Secondary Schools team at that stage, and took us away on tournaments.
So here we go, start of the third quarter. Hawke's Bay on the ball.
Yeah, they just need to get control of it. Think about building their passes up. Frustrate Auckland a little bit, and I think they could reap some reward if they can keep the ball away from the Auckland players for a length of time. That would be quite frustrating, and then you start chasing.
Another interception. Emily Brunn. Pretty subtle there. I didn't see that, did you?
No. It's a great takedown.
Good takedown by number 4. That's Anania Tamati, Wiki's sister, I'm presuming, and number 9, but maybe I'm wrong.
That was readable. Too easy.
Emily Brunn again.
Across the forehand.
Jeez.
Here we go. Picked up by
Taken wrong.
Auckland. Oh dear. Come on, girls. Got to get the connections going. Is that Chris Arthur? Give and go. Give and go.
Kate and Emerson combining on the right there. Just a foot outside the circle.
Oh, a little shower of rain coming across the turf now, just to make sure the turf is nice and wet. Don't want it drying out. Girls will be used to this though, won't worry them. Good pick up. There it is. It's off.
Gosh, it's just ping pong.
Yeah, it's not.
That's a
there we
good
go.
goal. Charlotte Goldsmith.
Yeah, right
Added
place.
to her tally, top
right.
of the goal scorers list.
Yep, right place, right time. Ball came through and she pounced on it.
And that's, I think it's a ninth goal for the week.
Just came
Good
in.
idea. Poppy Webb tried to get the ball in.
Popped in.
Both teams fluffed around a bit. Then Poppy got it in the second time, and
Yeah.
Charlotte got ahead of the keeper,
Yeah.
and a good striker's finish.
Unmarked. Just took advantage of it. Here come Hawke's Bay on attack
So
now.
4-0. Emily Brunn here.
Free hit
That is
outside.
pelting down a bit. Interesting to see how our new turf holds up.
That's
Helen.
right. Yeah. Like I say, wouldn't want to get.
Here's Greer Finley. Lauren's taking the ball off her.
Here we go. Get there. Or didn't want it to get too dry, so you know. Also don't want it to get too wet, so let's hope it stops soon.
We're okay. We're in the safe
Yeah.
climbs of the office. So Molly Kinnear now with the ball. Charlotte.
Well, they've had a foot.
Into Lauren.
Umpires didn't see it. I'd love to see both teams just pick up their, not the pace on the ball, but the speed of the pass. So getting rid of the ball a little bit earlier.
Just a bit more care too.
Yep, trap
Every
pass.
person taking a bit more care on it.
There we go. That's a great
again.
ball. Here she goes.
She's
Good
turned.
turn. Oh,
And she's earned herself corner.
well done. You need to get those results. You need to keep that pressure on. And love it when forwards actually come out with a result, either a shot on, a corner, or a goal.
So I heard a word I've never heard last night. We do a little online survey with our teams. 2 boys and 2 girls teams. Anyway, Maddie pulls out. Lauren traps herself.
There we Oh, put it in.
Rebound to Maddie.
Still play on.
Still play on.
Here it is.
Counter attack here.
Unfortunately, Hawke's
No.
got nobody high.
Oh, here we go. Greer Finley's got it.
She's making
And now
great lead.
she's... Yes. Emma.
Good work by Felicity Benentine there.
That's good work by Emma Johnson.
Yeah.
Just couldn't do that last bit.
No.
But good work all the same. No, so we did a survey on how the week goes in real time. It's all anonymous.
Yep.
And, all the responses come up on my computer screen. And one of our managers was referred to by the players as goated.
Ah, greatest of all time.
Goated. Yeah.
Ah, nice.
Penalty corner. Emily Brunn has got the ball into
Brooke Chandler's
foot.
Yep.
Conditions are pretty wet.
Yeah, that ball's going to be getting a little bit slower on the turf potentially. So it's something they might want to think about. A short corner. A short corner. Maybe not trying to pull it out right to the very top because it's going to be slowing down a bit.
All types of weather, Helen. Auckland, so we've still got wind and sun to come today. 2 more.
Oh, I love it. Well, I'd like to say I'm going to see it, but the forecast wasn't totally great. Here we go. What are they going to do?
No one's enjoying this
No.
weather.
Spectators
Sticks are wet.
Yeah.
Hawke's Bay pulls out.
Oh dear. Miss trap at the top.
Miss trap at the top.
Hit a
Auckland
foot.
gets
Go.
the ball back.
No, they've missed that opportunity.
They have missed that opportunity.
Whee.
And she's lifted it straight back to Greer. Greer Finley on the ball.
Going to take her down on the outside. Great speed down the outside. Really nicely done. Just couldn't quite connect.
It's a good little touch in, but Tori needed to trap that. Now that's better.
That's great.
Good little
Here we go.
counter.
Yeah,
Good
there.
girl.
Good drag.
She's going to go here 1-on-1. Tori.
Same drag. Nearly got around her. Who's going to want it?
There's that reluctance, isn't there, Helen, to go on the wrong side.
Yeah.
Um,
Good tackle.
Good tackle by Amy.
And in towards the goalie. Makes a good save. Good clear.
We should have made more of that. So not only opportunity to go around that last defender on the reverse stick, but no one was with her to create a 2-on-1.
No, I think she got a little bit close. I'd have liked to see her go a little bit early.
Yep. Just fast enough to do that.
Yeah, do it nice and early. Drag round her, use her speed. Defenders backpedaling makes it really hard for them to catch her again.
Good little jab tackle there on Caitlin on Emma Johnson.
It's been a little bit slow to get there, and it's given Auckland a time to set up their defensive structure. Good press. Oh, okay. Got hold of it.
I find it fascinating in the game today when players leave the ball for the next person, when auto pass would suggest
Yeah, I think
got
it's
momentum.
yeah. It's a very fine line between. I struggle with this with my school team that I'm coaching, and it's that fine line between if you recognise that there's an advantage by going, you've got to go,
Yep.
but if it's not, then leave it so that you can get players ahead of the ball, so you've got someone to pass to. but it's the players recognising at what part of the game they're in, and that just comes with, unfortunately, playing lots of games and reading situations. And some people are better at that than others. But yes, it's when you see the space and you just want them to go and leave it for the next player. It's
pretty easy game from up here, though, eh?
I found it quite easy from where I used to stand, actually,
Did
sometimes,
you?
yeah. I could call most of these plays from back there. I'm sure Hannah's, the Auckland goalkeeper's standing there making sure that her players are hopefully picking up the right people and making her job easy. Good choice.
So Priya Finley has been in the game a lot.
Doing some really good things.
Captain of the team.
Yeah. Understands what she's wanting to do, and it's she's strong on the ball, and she's following it in, which is really nice to see. When she turns over, she's chasing back hard to try and make that first tackle.
I saw the Hawke's Bay team score some fantastic team goals earlier in the week. And they're a bit fresher. So, yeah, some really good, classy finishes.
Yeah, and I believe, not on that, but I just saw Brooke Chandler there, and I believe today I'm thinking I saw announced she's very much into her horse eventing. And she's just been named in some futures, I think it is a futures squad or some...
Is that equestrian?
An equestrian. So I'm not exactly sure what all of it means in terms of her eventing, but she's been spotted by scouts, obviously, at eventing, equestrian eventing, and has just been named in some futures squad, I think it's called. So good, congratulations to her on that one. We have another dual international.
It's like penalty corner against Auckland here.
I think that might have been Brooke's foot.
You put the wood on her.
Yeah, sorry, Brooke. The rain's lightened up, so at least that sun is trying to come out. Like it's done its very best.
So, good little pass in from Greer. And well earned by Olivia Smith. 4-0 Auckland, penalty corner Hawke's Bay.
Oh, is that off the line? Stick off the line?
Outside the right.
Who was that on the post? Was that
corner?
Kate? Long corner it should be. Off Kate Irwin's
I thought
stick.
it was off the opposition, but...
Oh, here we go again.
Outside.
Oh, here we go. Well done, Hannah.
Good save, Hannah Mead.
Well done.
She's your goalkeeper.
She is for my school team. Yep. So it's good to see her making some saves.
Here we go. It's a great little outlet.
Oh, no.
Brooke to Lily to Tori.
Yeah, needed to go outside again.
Ah,
no. I just feel we sometimes keep going across one direction, whereas if we switched back, we would open up a whole other side of the field. It's easy from up here, though. You can see all the spaces. A lot harder when you're down there.
Good to see Colin Becker-Stewart walking around eating the hamburgers at the stadium.
Yeah. Good endorsement for them. There we go. Obviously,
although Bryce Collins has been keen on a burger this week, I've noticed. I'll check the sales report tonight, Helen, but I'm sure the name features quite a bit.
Beef burger, there we go.
He's given the thumbs up.
Yeah.
The old version of the thumbs up.
A minute, 45 seconds to go in this third quarter. Is it time for more goals?
That's a good pass. Amy from Eddie Lee to Amy Thackeray. And
down.
good.
Great ball down there. Inside foot. Here we go. Hit the body. Free hit out.
No.
Free hit out. It came off the keeper and hit the Auckland player in the body. So
Probably need to make more of that one, eh?
it's a nice little bit of play.
You forgot the name of that passing channel, Helen. Left Foot Highway.
Left foot highway. That's what it was called.
Yeah.
Goalkeepers, we didn't have to worry about left foot highways. I just
Well, you wouldn't want
booted
the ball get in your left foot highway at the end of the goal.
That's right. I just booted it as hard as I could down either channel. Oh, there we go.
That's a good goal.
Good goal. A little bit lucky.
That's a really good goal.
But she took it really nicely, let it run through, and then just helped it up its way.
Little free hit.
This little touch in.
Started with Maddie,
Yeah.
and then
This little touch in here.
Emerson,
Yep. And then
Tori,
it just ran on, and she just caught
and
up
that's
with
a
it.
good finish.
It's a really good finish.
Took her time. Knew she had time.
Yeah. Didn't panic when it went past her, just keep running through with it.
5-0.
10 seconds. Hold on to the ball.
Jeez, my prediction's not going anywhere, is it?
Another quarter to go. You just never know.
So 3/4 time. Auckland 5, Hawke's Bay 0.
Lights are on.
Lights are on, Helen.
Lights are on.
James
the
has
sun's
got the
out.
lights on, the sun's out. We just need that wind, and then we've completed a full day in Auckland.
That's right. You can see the
Yeah.
shadows. It's all looking good out there.
Although, no, we haven't had a flood.
Oh, don't stay there.
Yeah.
Don't need that happening. No. Auckland's just sitting to keep putting a little bit of pressure on and just being able to finish off those chances, I think. And Hawke's Bay created a few in that quarter, but just weren't able to really...
Yeah, they did have a couple. A really good penalty corner. A couple of good entries into the circle, but sort of the final pass wasn't what it needed to be.
Yeah. And the captain, Greer Finley, for me, has been the pick of the players of the Hawke's Bay team today. She's making a lot of things happen out there. She just needs a little bit more support, maybe from a few more players to see if they can help her out a bit more.
Comes down to those stringing of passes. You know, that last goal is a classic example, right? 3 passes.
Yep.
You're always in the game if you're going to be able to create those. So.
That's right.
Yeah.
5 passes from the back, you should be up in the other goal circle, and if you only needed the 3 because it was inside the 20 attacking 25, so at that point you only need 3 passes and you're in.
So a little shout out, another shout out, Auckland Council, unbelievably supportive of us. We need to thank them for their support, not only of us at LEP, but we have a big project in the wind at Colin Maiden Park. Alan?
Sounds very exciting.
Yep. So $4.5 million of support from them.
Awesome.
$1 million of support from Foundation North, 5.5, and then other great support from our other funders will mean that the project is likely to start either late this year or early next year. So
exciting times ahead.
2 more turfs, 2 more of these polytan type turfs.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. It's exactly what Auckland needs. We have got a lot of teams, and a lot of call on turf time, and it would be great to get 2 new turfs into the rotation to be able to get a bit more time on them. Might even have to put my gear on, have a little play on one just to see what it's like. Here we go.
Emily Brunn again. She's done some good things today.
She has. She's been in it as well, and it's nice and strong on the ball. That's what I like to see.
So those lights that have come on, Helen paints a sustainability story for us. LED lights to go with the carbon neutral turf, a water bore in the consenting process, and a solar roof on the way
On the building.
So we want to be that flagship for sustainable hockey centres in the country.
That'd be great. So will the solar panels run the lights, in theory?
That's the theory.
Maybe. Okay.
Yeah.
Sounds good. Oh, here we go. Hawke's Bay have got a corner. Let's see if they can put this one in.
Emily Brunn again, handing that corner.
Yeah, definitely those two players, Emily and Greer for me today. Still running with lots of energy, still putting in those good, strong performances on the ball.
It was actually Greer, not Emily.
Yep.
So here we go. 4 people at the battery. 2 that don't look like they want it and 2 that look like they want it. Here it comes. To the left.
Got a bit of a bounce off the trapper's stick, unfortunately.
Just a bit slow.
Just got away from her and they couldn't catch up with it. All the projective gear gets thrown off. There it goes, behind the goal. Somebody has to go and pick that all up. They didn't break the helmets. Masks. It's not a very friendly pass, that one. Out there. That's okay. Time to regroup, mark up.
Chris and Rochi and Philly are looking very relaxed.
Yeah, Chris looks like she's playing every ball though. Maybe she's just trying to see what's going on in that corner. Good trap.
Well done, Maddie.
So it's been played in good spirits and good form. We've only had that one card in that first little bit, which was just for apart from that.
Here we go, Lauren Story on the left here.
Do something with it. Good tackle.
It just came into the players.
Yeah. So the next step for those sorts of things is receiving it going forward so that she could have taken on those players without
This is a good opportunity here. Emma Johnson. And Hannah Mead's done a good job. Well done, Hannah.
Another corner. It's a great little bit of period of play there by Hawke's Bay. Got a good shot in. Hannah saved those two. Hawke's Bay have got their supporters here. It's good to
They
hear.
have. I've even heard some cowbells this week. Good work, Hannah.
Stayed with it, which was the main thing.
She's had a really good week.
There we go. Dunsall back and behind the line now. Corner on. It's a much. Oh, no, nearly.
Same as the last one.
Oh. Long corner. No. Didn't go out. Kate
Good.
chasing it down.
I think might have missed something there. So 10:26 remaining in the last quarter. 5-0 Auckland. Hawke's Bay on attack. You ready to present some medals today, Helen?
Love presenting medals. Love getting medals. Didn't get too many chances, but we've got a few. So yeah,
Commonwealth Games gold,
bronze.
bronze.
Yeah, no, I missed the gold. I was retired, well and truly retired by then. But we got a bronze. Got a few other medals at different tournaments, but set the platform for the current team.
Yeah, it's good.
Alright, it'll be interesting to see how Auckland play this last 10 minutes. I've got a couple of choices here. It'll be interesting to see whether Hawke's Bay want to try something and take the keeper off and try and pick up a goal, having that extra field player, or whether they'll just play it out as they are.
So Felicity Benetine now on the ball.
Great ball
Good.
flick.
That's a good overhead.
It's a good overhead. Good receive, go forward. There we go.
And he needs to come towards that ball. She just waited for it. That's a big part of our game we need to improve on, Helen, is teaching our young players to come towards the ball now.
Yep.
Yep.
That and receiving going forward. So come towards it and get yourself in body position so that you can receive and go straight. Take off straight away. It's a difficult one. Everyone wants to receive it facing their own goal, and unfortunately then you've...
And then their eyes aren't up either, so it makes life difficult.
Does make it nice and easy for the defenders to just close that space up and get right in behind you and make it hard for you when you want to turn. Nice back and round. So, question for you, Manish. Did you enjoy having Shane McLeod over here for that time? He came over for a length of time.
It was a serious highlight. Nice because he's a good mate. And we're old teammates, so really nice to connect. But we had 20 months together. I think between Rochi, me and him, we would have had 240 interactions.
Nice.
In the 20 months, and of course we had a little bit of depression when he left because we're having quite a few hockey conversations in those 240 times, right?
So that was straight after the Tokyo.
Straight after Tokyo
Olympics.
Yeah, just a beautiful guy with amazing humility, and he's just done so much for the game in Belgium, but also world hockey.
Yes.
And he was really giving of his knowledge and his time with us. So it's our job now to make the most of what he taught us.
I mean, the results that he had with those Belgian Lions was phenomenal. He took them, basically from almost nothing, but not quite, through to world champions. Yeah, it's an unbelievable story. Anyone that saw the presentation he did around the country, and Rochi and I were fortunate to probably see it half a dozen times. Clive Daniels from Hawke, he probably saw it 4 times as well. But every time you would pick something up in there. It's a real people story, a culture story on how to bring a group together. And what's not lost on us is the influence of New Zealanders on that group, because when they were young boys, those Belgian 12 of the 25, they were coached by Shane and Richard Redfern, who you will know. Yes.
Old Somerville Slam University player. And so I imagine the rapport was really strong, but
nearly.
They became world champions, Olympic champions together.
It's just, it's interesting then you see when to stop too. It was an interesting, he's on top of the world.
He's back into it a little bit now.
Yeah.
So he was what we call the T3 coach of Belgium at the World Cup, mainly in an analysis sort of strategic role in the background. But now he's back in a T2 role. You would see him in the Pro League recently on the bench of the Belgian team.
I'm assuming he doesn't want to necessarily take back the full reins. He's just sort of giving back and giving some. There's a good turn.
He is giving back. Thoroughly enjoyed the sabbatical at home. He was living the dream.
Yeah.
Office on Devonport Beach.
You'd need to have an office there, because trying to get out of Devonport up Lake Road is a mission at any time.
Yeah, look, one of the things that's interesting that came out of that conversation was our young players and how much hockey they play. So in Shane's view, our young players this age predominantly are doing too much. There's too many layers to the onion, for a better expression, and too many masters. So when you have too many masters, you can't really be beholden to sort of one program. You've got too many programs you're trying to satisfy. That's one really good learning. The other one was, the game has clearly around the world changed from an endurance type of game that we were quite good at to a more speed power game.
It's a great ball into space. Just pick it up. Yeah, there we go. Oh, nearly.
And so it's, beholden on us to try and introduce that to our junior players. You know.
It's always a big call to try and work out which layer to take out, though, and I know it's a hard one when you're in it for the girls as to which bit is the too much. Is it school? Is it club? Is it reps? Is it where do you how do you draw that line, and how do you convince parents and the players themselves that they're not missing out, or they're not going to not make it because they don't do a particular or choose to do, you know, if they give up school, it's not going to count against them, or that whole fear of missing out because I didn't do as much as somebody else.
For sure. Like, I think one of the big things that we need to maybe take some more care with young players is...
It's a great ball. Go. No, it's quite there.
This game's petering out a little bit now. Yeah.
Survival of the fittest out there now. Who's got the energy to keep
I
going
think,
for another 3 minutes?
An important thing for us to consider is that all-round nature of a 16, 17-year-old. So
Here we go.
Doing something in the summer is important.
Good save.
That's another good save. And that was off her helmet.
It was straight in the grill.
Well done, Brooke Geary.
That's 2 good saves.
But unlucky Brooke there. Because Charlotte had that first opportunity, and then a follow-up.
Here we go. You can see
so here was Charlotte's first.
Good bring in. Well done, keep it a smother. Good follow-up.
By Lauren, and into the helmet.
Straight into the grill. Little rattle. These things are meant to withstand those shots, though, so she's nice and safe behind that mask.
Yes, there's a couple of theories on it, Helen. Like, we could say strip back training or strip back games, but ultimately the game does teach. The game itself is a great teacher, right?
Yes, right.
So then we talk about, okay, well, how many games are too much in a week? Is it 2? Is it 3? But in those games, what is important is that you have some where you're extended, some games, some where you are the best player, potentially. And others that are, really difficult or really test you.
Okay.
And I'm also concerned about the drop-off after secondary school. So here's Tori.
She did really well there.
That drop-off is concerning. So good players are now finishing around under 18s or finishing Federation Cup, Ranking Cup. And is it translating into club hockey the next year?
Yeah. Nice little dribble through from Cates. Work the corner. Yeah, it's a hard one, isn't it? I mean, they go away to university. You'd like to think that they're going to keep playing at university. Is it too difficult? Is it, why are we getting that drop off? They had enough. They had too many injuries. They've overtrained during
that could be it.
Those injuries. 30 seconds to go. Corner.
5-0 Auckland.
I would be bringing every single person up.
They'll be very happy with their bronze.
They will be. It's a great way to finish a tournament. If you're in that game, you definitely want to finish it with that medal. So, good save. Oh, good.
Still got it.
Just needed to take a moment of care. Have more time on the ball.
5 seconds. Greer's trying to smash it down. It's all over.
There we go. Congratulations to Auckland.
Congratulations to Graham and his team on a good week.
Yeah. Commiserations to Hawke's Bay, but well done. Some good play out there.
Thanks, Helen. I look forward to seeing you for the final.
For the next game. Big one. The last dance.
Enjoy your hot chips.
Yeah, I will.